Hey guys, so today I am doing an affordable full face makeup tutorial. So if you would like to see how I achieved this makeup look, then just keep watching. So first I'm starting out with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Just squeezing that much onto my hand and rubbing it into my skin. So next I'm going in with this Rimmel London Lasting Finish foundation, and this is the shade, where does it say the shade? Oh, 100 Ivory. This is actually brand new because I bought it as a replacement for my MAC foundation because I'm almost out of it and I didn't want to spend another like $27. This is one of my favorite foundations. So, and then I got the idea for this video, so I decided that I was going to use it. It was perfect. Just dotting that onto my skin. And taking the powder brush from e.l.f., just looks like this, I'm going to blend that in. I cover up my eyes to even out the, redness. This foundation has such a nice scent, and it's really nice in full coverage, which is why I love this foundation so much. I'm taking out a little bit more foundation and just covering up my pimples just because I needed a little bit of extra coverage there. And I always make sure to blend out onto my cheek or my chin or my neck. I always make sure I blend into my neck, that way I don't have like a line of demarcation, because like even when it is your perfect shade, you can still tell when someone has foundation that they didn't blend. So next I'm going in with my NYX HD Concealer. That's going underneath my eyes, so here, 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 here. I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow, do around my smile lines, and around my nose. And then taking my Real Techniques beauty sponge, I'm blending it out. So now I'm taking my NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder, and I'm going back in with that sponge, and I am just going to set my under eyes really quickly. This is a technique that I learned when I watched Jaclyn Hill's video on how to bake, contour, and blush. I liked it, and it seems to work for me as well, so I like to do it now. So then after setting it, just setting it, I do go in and now I bake, because it just makes, I have oily skin, so this just makes it so it doesn't move. Okay, so then also, again, taking that powder, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush from Real Techniques. This is their powder brush, and I set the rest of my face. So, now while I let my bake sit, I'm going to take my eyebrows, and I'm using the Milani gel, eyebrow gel in the shade medium brown. This is like my favorite product to do eyebrows with. I used to really like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but this just makes doing your eyebrows so easy. I'm gonna let my eyes bake a little bit more, so I'm going to be taking my BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, and I'm taking this shade all the way down at the bottom here and putting that into my crease. So next I'm taking this color here, and one of them just popped out. Cool. Just deepening up my crease. Next I'm taking this shade. To bring just a little bit of warmth. And that is it for the eyes for right now. So now I'm taking this e.l.f. blush brush. I don't use brushes for what they're actually intended for, and just dusting off that bake. And also going back in with my big powder brush just to make sure that there's no like harsh lines. Next, going back in with that palette, I'm doing my under eyes, and I'm taking a brush and taking those first two colors I used and just putting them on my under eye. And I'm just gonna leave my eyes alone for a minute. So now I'm gonna contour, and I'm using the NYX Contour and Highlight Palette. Taking this middle shade here, or not middle, this, shade right here, on my contour brush. I'm going to contour my face. I'm not an expert, I'm not a pro, but I do know how I like it, so I contour my face the way that I like it. I'm going back in with a fluffy brush from I have no idea where. I'm just blending it out a little bit more. Now I'm gonna bake, again using the NYC Smooth Skin Base Powder. There we go. Taking this very, very, structured brush from e.l.f., dipping it into that powder, and placing it right underneath my contour to clean it up. Going in with the Milani powder blush. This is in the shade Romantic Rose, and I'm taking this, it's like an angled contour brush. going to highlight using the NYX Contour Kit again. I'm going to mix the two highlight shades, this one and this one, using this e.l.f. small tapered brush. So swirl it around, swirl it around. I just inhaled. Staying with this NYX powder, this NYX kit, I'm taking this flat brush here and taking that same, vanilla highlight shade and putting that on my inner corner, but also kind of working it onto my lid. And I want this highlight to be a bit more intense. So I'm taking this very, very flat foundation brush and once again mixing the highlight shades. And highlighting the way that I have been. The highlight is also a technique that I learned in Jaclyn Hill's, baking highlight and contour video. And I just applied it to my own face, and I loved the way that it looked, so I adopted it. For eyelashes, I'm going to be taking my eyelash curler. I'm going to be taking my Ulta Voluptuous Volume Mascara. I love the Ulta brand because it is just so affordable. And this is a pretty decent mascara. Next, I'm just going to dust off the bakage of my contour. I'm going to be taking that contour brush again and contouring underneath my lip. I already highlighted my Cupid's bow. This just makes your lips look a little bit bigger. Now I'm taking this NYX pencil, and the lip pencil in Nude Pink. Lipstick. And then the Milani Bare Secret Lip Gloss. Lastly, I'm going to be spraying my Ulta Makeup Setting Spray. And that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed making it, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!